We've always talked about how we need more money for roads. I get that, but normally we have a plan. We don't just throw a figure out there. This normally would go through the RTC to make a determination where the money would be spent, and I don't see that action has taken place.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Roads in Nye County are bad and in need of repair. We have millions of dollars in a fund that can be used for road repair. This item just allocates $1 million out of this fund for road repair. Mr. Chairman, this item does not raise taxes. This item only goes towards fixing our roads with money we already have that is sitting unused. There is also a specific area of road in front of the library that I've been told of that cost approximately $20,000 to fix, and I would hope that some of this could go towards that so that the users of our library can get there safely. I ask for passage of this item today, Mr. Chairman, so that we can finally start fixing our roads. Thank you.
After I read the item, because I just learned about this last week as well. It kind of hit me in the face. I was like, whoa, that's cool. I like it. And we will definitely put the money to good use, and it will go towards the roads pretty much 100%.
So where would potholes fall on the?
The potholes are potholes. Potholes are potholes. We try to fill them as much as possible, right? We're getting into chip seal season.
Right.
And once we start that, the pothole filling slows down and the chip seals go up, because instead of taking care of 25, 30, 40, 50 potholes a day, now we're taking care of hundreds by chip sealing.
Okay.
So that's why we end up redoing the roads that we redo the roads.
Just want everyone to understand what's going to happen when this starts. People are going to go, you're not filling my potholes on my road, you're repaving his road. So just so everyone knows how it works.
It'll be spent. It'll be used for roads. There is the prioritization list throughout the county. And yes, the road right in front of the library was identified, and it's horrible. I was just on it a week and a half ago. But there are many roads that are like that. And so if this goes forward, I appreciate it.
This is the big discussion. We've always talked about how we need more money for roads. I get that, but normally we have a plan. We don't just throw a figure out there. This normally would go through the RTC to make a determination where the money would be spent, and I don't see that action has taken place. You say you've got a list, and I appreciate that, RTC board members. That's the job. Are you telling me now that you're going to go by that list? Because I need specifics. I don't want to just throw $1 million at the road department when we don't have a plan.
Okay. Yeah, we have multiple plans.
If I could respond. So in most places in government, what happens is you have a department head and you pass a law, or you appropriate money. Congress doesn't appropriate money for something and then go and say, well, I'd like to buy 6 pickup trucks with this kind of tire on it. There's no such deliberation that goes on in most bodies. Because we share an executive role here, it clouds things a little bit, and people have kind of the heavy hand that they want to micromanage. I am not a micromanager. I trust the department head. I don't even know this guy, but I trust him. And if we can't trust him, then we'd have to replace him. I mean, it's one or the other. So from my perspective as a legislator, you say we're going to give $1 million to this person we trust, and we paid a lot of money to do his job, and he has a team of people and a staff, and that's all he does. I don't believe anyone up here could possibly come up with a plan that's better than this man who's a department head who's been doing this professionally. So there's 2 things I would say to this. First of all, this is how it's done. You appropriate the money and you delegate it to the people who do it, and you let them come up with a plan. If you don't trust them, well, then that's a completely different discussion. And maybe you'd talk about replacing them, or replacing them with someone you trust. If you want to do the job, maybe whoever wants to do the job could become the department head. One of my favorite George Patton quotes is, a good plan executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week. And I'd say we have virtually no plans of expanding or taking extra money that's sitting unused and to go towards things that people desperately want and need in this community. If there's one thing I've heard more than anything else in just the 3 months, I feel like I've been in here for 3 years. In the 3 months I've been here, it's at the roads and the infrastructure. And I haven't always disagreed with this department head, but I just give him the tools that he needs to be successful. To sit up here and grill him and look for a perfect plan, you're never gonna get a perfect plan. You're never gonna get a perfect. So we can do nothing and be frozen with this sort of malaise of doing nothing and sitting there and waiting to spend it on something else. Or we can just give the man the money and let him do his job. And that's all I'm proposing. And I will make a motion on this. So I respectfully disagree with anything other than making a motion, unless Commissioner Koenig wants to make the motion. I defer to him. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it.
And thank you.
Yeah, all the plans that he has have already been through the RTC.
That's right.
We've seen
You've
all
got
the
like your
plans.
priority list.
Yes, there's a priority list that says these are the roads that should be done.
So are you going-
Because they assign a numerical value to them,
Right.
and the worst ones float to the top, and the RTC looks at them and goes, yes, it makes sense, this is it. And then they go start to fix roads. And then they run out of money, or
Right.
people, or whatever.
Right.
But right now, he's getting $1 million. We just have to decide now where it's gonna come from.
Motion to pass item 14, as written, funding source being the LATCF, incorporating Commissioner Jabour's instruction to the department head to come up with a plan of how to use this money.
Second.
Got a motion on the floor in 2 seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Jabor's aye.
Leskovich, aye. That
Thank
carries
you, commissioners, for working through that.
5-0.
Thank you.
Thank you.